Hey, welcome friends. Once again on my YouTube channel, Eternal Nature Values. Viewers, we are learning Bhagwad Gita in the context of modern day thought process, the modern day logical and scientific understandings and the reasonings. In fact, I would say that the science is learning from the ancient Hindu texts, the ancient Hindu literature, and Gita is one of them. People around the world who wanted to travel to India, they had heard so many things about India, but they did not have any means to travel to India. And later on, when those things were developed gradually, so they started to travel to India and they started learning about the Indian prosperity, Indians' happiness, Indians' health and wealth, everything. And they came to know about one thing, that it was the Indian literatures, ancient Hindu literatures, which guided Indians to follow a path of development and prosperity, happiness. So they started learning our literatures and translating them into their own languages, the Western languages, and then they started developing their own terminology, naming it differently. Like they started saying it science and scientific terms, and so on and so forth. So that's what a brief about the context. Until today, we have learned about chapter 2, shlok 28, and now today we will learn about shlok 29. So let's start the video. And before that, I have a small request. Please like the video, comment in the comment section, share it, and subscribe to the channel. So let's move on to shlok 29 of chapter 2, Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवत् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
So that's the beautiful moon shlok, the original shlok in Sanskrit. It says, "He that sees, hears, and speaks of the self is a wonderful man. Such a man is very rare. He is one among many thousands. Thus, the self is very hard to understand." The person who talks about the self, the Atman, energy, Shakti, they are very rare. They are very, very rare. And I mean, the person who knows something is very rare means what? That the thing which one understands and one who is rare and understands it means that particular thing is very, very difficult to understand. So that's what this shlok means. It's basically, as I said, that continuation of, like in previous shloks, Shri Krishna is talking about the Brahman, the Atman, that is the self which doesn't die, which doesn't born, and which doesn't have any beginning and doesn't have any end. So he's talking about that. That has been discussed in my previous videos while explaining the previous shloks. So now this shlok is definitely talking about the self, the Atman, the Brahman. These are the names of the same thing, that is the self. Self is in English, Atman and the Brahman. I mean, to understand it, let it be the self, which is the most, I mean, the closest meaning in English of Atman or Brahman, the self. Otherwise, it didn't exist in any other language other than the Sanskrit. That is the Atman and the Brahman, and which can also be called as the energy. E is equal to mc square. He said that many people find it very strange. A villager who traveled for the first time in an aeroplane get excited while seeing a plane. He finds it very like strange, that something quite amazing. Same way, the people who don't know about Atman, Brahman, they find it quite amazing. That's what is mentioned in this show. So that's it. I think we should give it a pause for today for the under this shlok. See you in the next video. So I'll be back with you hopefully tomorrow or day after tomorrow with the next shlok. Till then, namaste.